What up, folks? I'm here at the lot charging my car, and I figured I'd do a video because I get a lot of the same questions over and over about my Bolt EV. Well, the questions are really about electric cars in general. Well, for a lot of folks, I'm the first person that they know personally that has an electric car. So I'm just gonna put a couple of them here. First, how much gas do I use? And I have to remind them, it's an electric car. It's not a plug-in hybrid. It's not a hybrid. I just traded in a hybrid to get this car. So no, it doesn't use gas. All gas is gonna do is start a fire, and we don't want that. How far does it go? And they're talking about range. According to the EPA, my car has a range of 259 to 260 miles. So I can sort of make it to Vegas from LA. Now, there's a little more to it than that because of a thing called elevation. Just say if I started out with 100 miles, if I'm going uphill, that 100 miles is probably gonna turn into 80 or 90 miles. But if I'm going downhill, that 100 miles might end up being 110, 120 miles. So there's a lot of variations. People in cold climates, like in Canada or Chicago, New York, Detroit in the wintertime, their mileage isn't gonna be as well. They're not gonna get that good of mileage. I'm in LA, it just doesn't get that cold. We get chilly winters, but it don't get freezing cold, so I don't have to worry about that. Also, the car doesn't have a traditional gauge, fuel gauge that you're used to. It has a gasometer, or gasometer, which basically tells you how much mileage you have left. That's a bit of a difference, but I'm cool with it. Okay, how much does it cost to charge? Well, for me, I live in an apartment. I can't plug in at home, so I go to public lots. Here in LA, there's quite a few free lots. That's what I'm in now. I'm in a free lot now. I've had the car for 2 weeks and I haven't paid a penny for electricity. I mean, it seems weird, but yeah. And there's some businesses that you park in their lot, you get free juice. If you park in a lot with a Volta charger while you're making your purchase, you get free energy while you're parking. So it really depends. But for the most part, I have not paid for electricity yet. Another question, don't the batteries go bad? If you're talking about degradation, well, like any battery, batteries go bad, but I mean, in this case, it takes years. It's not like a cell phone where you use a cell phone 2 years and the battery just starts to tripping on you. It's not like that. In fact, the warranty across the country is generally 8 years, 100,000 miles. And since I'm in California, I get kind of a special warranty. It's, if I'm not mistaken, 10 years, 150,000 miles. I don't plan to drive this car for 150,000 miles. I don't even know if I'm gonna drive it for 100,000 miles. But that's pretty good, don't you think? So if I have a little degradation, well, I mean, that's expected. But from what I see, I don't think I have a problem. Are electric cars expensive? Well, I have a Bolt, and the Bolt, I got the LT trim, and it's not a whole lot higher than if I would have bought a hybrid. Now, I know you're probably thinking Tesla, and I'm not gonna lie, I wanted a Tesla, but being I had to park out on the street and Tesla would have cost me a few more chips, no, I didn't buy a Tesla. But I don't know, I like driving this Chevy Bolt. It's like a toy to me now. It's different. It is different. And you might say, do I miss anything about having a regular car? Well, after 2 weeks, I honestly cannot see any reason why I would want to go back to a regular car. I just don't see it. Plus, I don't have to worry about oil changes, spark plugs, fan belts, transmission fluids. Those are things I don't have to worry about. So I really don't miss having a regular car, or as we call them, ICE vehicles. I really like driving an EV. And let's face it, it's the way of the future. Now, when the governor made that proclamation about California not selling any gas cars by 2030, 2035, I think he was kind of overstepping on that, because I think by then it'll probably be 50-50. It's gonna be a lot more electric cars than there are now, but I just can't see going all electric by that time. Maybe 20 years later, perhaps so. So I'm trying to think of other questions people like to ask me about having an electric car. Like I say, I'm loving it. I really don't see a problem. If anybody got any questions, hit me up. I'm no expert, but hit me up.